Harrington and Crowdy Head are 10 minutes north of Taree, at the northern mouth of the Manning River. In 1878, a lighthouse was erected on Crowdy Head. The original light was a 2-wick burner and had a range of 12 nautical miles. The lighthouse was established to serve the entrance to the Manning River and is still operational today. In 1928, the original light was converted to automatic acetylene operation and the keeper withdrawn. It was then converted to mains electricity in 1972 and to LED in 2021. 5 minutes back towards Taree, you come to the tranquil, seaside village of Harrington, on the northern mouth of the Manning River. The break wall was built in 1894 to protect the entry channel for shipping, and is now a popular fishing spot and walk. Partway along the break wall, there is break in the wall called the gantry. Water rushes through the gantry on either tide, and I can remember all my father's stories of him taking the punt through there after a day's fishing with his brothers. My father was born in Taree in 1925 and lived in Crowdy Heads. My pop moved to Harrington after my father and his brothers went to war. He had a chicken farm at his home on the corner of Elizabeth and High Streets. The house is still there to this day, with the chicken farm a vacant block up the hill. My brothers still recall fondly their Christmas holidays with Pop in Harrington. They would catch the train up from Sydney, and Pop would be waiting for them in Taree. The holidays were fishing, either off the wall or in the boat with Pop. They would then sell the fish to pay for their lollies and soft drinks. My brother said they wouldn't bathe or change their clothes for the entire holidays. They would throw their clothes away when they got home. My brother and I haven't been to Harrington since November 2019, when the bushfires roared through Crowdy National Park and within inches of homes. This short video was filmed then, as you can see, with all the smoke haze in every shot. It's always good to get back to my father's and Pop's home and try and imagine what life was like back then. Dad tells me he used to walk the 5 miles from Crowdy to Harrington every day to go to school. He said that sometimes the fishing was too good and he never made it to school that day. I can just imagine him doing that. Dad was still fishing on the Gold Coast when he was 90. He sold his boat 7 years ago and now can only watch as the fishermen head out to sea daily. Mum and Dad visited Harrington a few years back, but he didn't notice any familiar faces. Time stands still for no man. Harrington has changed in the past decades, from the fishing village that my father grew up in the 20s and 30s, to the sleepy fishing village that my brothers knew in the 60s and myself in the 70s, to what is now a tourist destination. My brother and I visited in 2019 out of season, and it was still the sleepy fishing village that we both remembered.